You looking to join this here caravan? Look a little wet behind the ears, you ask me. Earning my keep. Jed hired me on as a caravan guard for this expedition of his. The work suits me. I've tried staying put in one place, but it never works out. Grew up in New Reno, and I couldn't put that snake pit behind me fast enough. Then I wound up wasting the prime of my life playing sheriff in Caliente. Little town north on the 93. Talk about a pain in the ass. You ask me, best to keep moving. At least the scenery changes. Imagine New Vegas if there was no Mr. House-type fella keeping the peace, then give everybody a gun and a jet addiction. Town's run by a bunch of crime families. No law to speak of. Make trouble and you wind up buried in Golgotha outside town. The scuzz factor's off the charts. Non-stop whoring and drugs. Couldn't walk down the street without getting asked to star in a porn movie. So I got my ass out of there while I still owned it. Guess I figured the answer to every problem was rule of law. Naive, huh?
Hello there, smooth skin. The name's Harold. I help keep this town running. You cut with the dull edge of the knife, don't you? You don't look like an orange peel left in the sun all day. Your skin's still soft and purty. Funny ideas. Oh, you mean like skinning you alive with a rusty, dull old knife and then grafting your still warm, wet, glistening, oh so soft skin over my crusty, rotten gook. Well, you don't have anything to worry about. Can't find my knife. What you need, youngster? Whatever it takes to keep this place together. Better job on it than me. Yep, but I'm doing great for being dead. I never get tired of the looks when I tell that one. Well, sorta. Our atomic reactors are mighty sensitive. The people I got running it mean well, but, well, they are not the sharpest tools in the shed, if you know what I mean. Need a little time on the whetstone yourself, huh? I mean, they are not too bright. Here's an example. The other day, I get a report. On it, it says the main coolant valve should be shut down. That would have caused a meltdown. That would make the Grand Canyon look like a pig walla. Oh yeah, that would be bad. Now, I got things fixed up in time, but we came close to the end there. Whew. They need someone to watch out for them. Who'd have thought I'd be making things right? Although, if we don't get a hydroelectric magnetosphere regulator pretty damn quick, there is gonna be trouble. Well, technically, it's a thingy. Without a functional hydroelectric magnetosphere regulator, we are leaking radioactive coolant into the groundwater. Now that means anyone using that water is not going to need a nightlight to take a midnight piss. Also, we need more fuel because our power plant is not burning it very efficiently. We get our fuel from the Broken Hills. That's a mining community some ways south. If we don't get it, you can bet those boneheads from Vault City will shut down our power plant permanently. Take dirt naps. Vault City doesn't play nice. They'll just come up here and kill all of us if we don't get that part. Well, at least I'll have a tree for a monument. We need a hydroelectric magnetosphere regulator, and it needs to be installed soon, or we have got some Well, I'm certain those ornery bastards in Vault City have one. Not that they'd share. Hell, Even if we had one of those thingies, I'm not so certain Festus could install the dang thing. Well, they'd only help us if they thought it was in their own best interest to do so. Not much chance of that happening. They shoot ghouls on sight. Makes conversation a bit tricky. We need a hydroelectric magnetosphere regulator, and it needs to be installed soon, or we have got some real problems. What you need, youngster? Jealous? His name's Herbert. I talk to him when I get lonely. Just kidding. His name's Bob. What you need, youngster? Garden of Eden creation kit? A gick, right? I seem to remember Vault's had those. Don't know where you'd find one today. What you need, youngster?
What do you want, human? I'm Marcus. Help build the place. Now I'm sheriff. Long story. Want it short, or the whole thing? Right. After the master and the vats were destroyed, I wandered a bit. No place to go. One day got attacked by this fool wearing power armor. And that was Jacob, from the Brotherhood of Steel. He'd sworn some oath to destroy muties. We tussled for a while. Probably a day or two. After a while, we just started laughing. What was the point? We became friends. Headed off together. Then, other people started following us. Guess they figured if they weren't safe with a mutie and a steel knight, safe just wasn't going to happen. Uranium mine. I knew there was one around from old maps. Now, anybody's welcome here, long as they act right. Others might not think much of us, but nobody's more free than we are. There you go. Oh, what sinkhole are you from? Muties and normals made peace a long time ago. You ever get back there, tell them the war's over. It's been over a long time. Something else you wanted? I'm Marcus. Long story. Want it short? Right. That was we became friends. Uranium mine. I knew there was one around from old maps. Now anybody's damn right. Best friend I ever had. Hell yes, I would have. What a great mutant he would have been. We had this argument all the time. I miss that hard head. My memories of being a human aren't as clear as they once were. But I remember pettiness, hatred, jealousy. I prefer being a mutant. It was flawed. We should have only taken the best. Look around. Most mutants didn't have the mind or will to withstand the strain. If only we had chosen better. Hell yes, I would have. What a great mutant he would have been. You're talking a long time ago. The world's moved on. You want to hear ancient history? Right. Well, never really hated humans. We just had a better way. These new governments, they think they've got all the answers. Blah, blah. Been there, seen that. Got the scars. The master wanted to elevate everyone to his level so we wouldn't fight each other anymore. He was convinced we wouldn't do it by ourselves. Couldn't. We had to be forced to evolve. While Jacob was alive, I thought the master was wrong. But it seems that while some men can heed the call and rise above it all, most just run away. When Jacob heard the call and embraced it, so did the Vault Dweller. But no matter how many rise above, the masses will always destroy them. Right? The master just wanted everyone to see clearly. The Vault Dweller ended that dream. It was flawed. We should have only taken the best. Hell yes, I would have. We had this argument all... You're talking a long time ago. The world's moved on. Something else you wanted? Oh, what sinkhole are you from? The original Vault Dweller? You mean the one who killed the Master and destroyed the vats? Not a problem. Like I said, that was a long time ago. No reason to be, unless you cross me or someone in my town. Be civilized. That's all I ask. Something else you wanted?
I've got this recipe for a Deathclaw omelet that I've been itching to try out. Trouble is, I need a Deathclaw egg. Kinda obvious, I suppose. My great-aunt Rose ran a bed and breakfast back in California, in a town called Modoc. She's the one who created the recipe in the first place. I don't know how she managed to get a hold of a female Deathclaw, but she kept it in a shed. Aunt Rose had a steady supply of eggs for her omelets. At least, she did until some stranger came along and killed the Deathclaw, shot it right in the eye.